Welcome to How to Sell number 2. I wonder if you've ever had this question. Why is it sometimes you can make a presentation to one person and you get an absolutely resounding result, sale comes out. You use exactly the same presentation or exactly the same approach to someone else and it doesn't work. They tell you where to go and it's generally not heaven. Why is that? The answer is simply that we have to sell different people differently. Now, over 40 years that I've been involved in the sales and marketing business, I've recognised that there are different types of people that we have to deal with. We call those different social styles. Now, there are two dimensions of their social style that you can observe, because we're not talking about personality, we're not talking about character, we're talking about observable behaviour. The first of which is what I call the tell-ask line. Some people are more tell-orientated. They're fast-paced, they make things happen, they're willing to take risks. They're a little bit confrontatory. They tell you what they want. At the other end of the scale, we have the ask-orientated people. A little bit slower, less confrontational, hate to risk too much. If you look at that type of dimension and you can observe it and put another dimension towards it, what I call the emotional line, some people are very open in their communications, very open with their emotions. Some people are very closed and very task focused. They don't want to show their emotions. If you put them two lines together, as we've done in this matrix, you end up with 4 different social styles. In the top left-hand corner, you find somebody who is what we sometimes refer to as the charmer, the smiley, happy person. They're very open in their communications, but they tell you exactly what they want. Their favourite colour is yellow because they're the sunshine people. In the opposite corner, you've got the person orientated, we call the checker, the person whose favourite colour is green, because they're very detail orientated type people. They're very people who want all the facts and the figures. And the last group, the bottom right hand side, you'll find we've got the people who we call the carers. This is the people. Their favourite colour is blue. They're blue sky people. They like to just make everything work. How do you sell them different? Well, with a controller, you've definitely got to give them options. You've got to not try and make the controller feel that they are being sold. They have to have the options because they really want to be in control. When it comes to the charmer, well, you've got to offer incentives. You've got to offer a challenge. You've got to make it something that is unique. You say to them, well, look, nobody else is getting them, or I've only got one. For the carer, of course, it's all about relationships, so therefore when you sell them, you've got to sell them on how you'll look after them, the guarantees, the reassurance that you will give them. For the last group, for the checkers, well, do not offer them discounts, because to them a discount is a bribe. To them, they want the facts, the figures, and they want time to think about it. When they say, I need to think about it, they actually do. So no pressure, no pushing, no incentives, no attempt to bargain with them, because they really want to do that. That's how you sell different people differently. But I'm sure, having watched this, you've probably got 2 questions now. The first question is, well, where do I fit into this social style matrix? And the second question is, how do I spot the controllers, the charmers, the checkers, and the carers? What we suggest you go now is click and go through and do a personal profile on yourself. That will tell you which of those 4 styles you are. It will give you a colour code. As I said, the controllers are very red orientated, the charmers are very yellow orientated, the green checkers, and of course the blue, the carers. Just see where you sit now, because knowing where you are really helps you understand. And then if you want to know how to actually use the techniques I've shown you, expand them a little bit more, how to spot those, just click through and see if you can actually take the program a little bit further. I hope this helps you. I hope that you look forward to seeing you again in How to Sell number 3.